Hi guys, it's Guidance with Compassion here with another reading. So I've been away for a period of time, you may have noticed, but I'm coming back slowly and steadily. So yes, Sagittarius, this is your general reading. So whenever you see this reading, if it resonates, great, give it a like, please share it, and please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content that I put out there. So let's get into it, shall we? So spirits, ooh. Or building blocks in reverse. What are the messages that Sagittarius needs to hear right now? Can I get 2 more oracle cards, please, Spirit? I'll take that one and I'll take that one. So we've got round and round, bottom of the deck. We just had this for Scorpio, but in the reverse. And we got Yang underneath, which also was for Scorpio. So you might want to check out their reading if there's something that resonates in there for you, because you've got some cards of them. So we've got building blocks in reverse. We've got peace again. This has come out for all 3 signs I've read today. So that's Libra, Scorpio, and now you, Sag. And we've got thinker. Interesting. With the building blocks in reverse, the words just came into my head, turning my world upside down. And now I'm hearing, inside out, boy, turn me upside down, round and round. So that may be relevant for you, Sag, if you've heard this song, or you need to check out that song, look at the lyrics, and maybe there's a message in there for you. I'm kind of getting the vibe here. Something that seems chaotic, or maybe it's unusual to you, Sag. You're used to perhaps the chaotic. It's not chaotic. It's peaceful. But this is running you through a loop because you're not used to that. And now it's making you think and question things like, is this for me? Maybe this is toxic, when really it's not toxic. It's just that you're used to the toxic, so you're not comfortable with this space, with this person, with this energy, with this cycle. It's talking new passion. This is perhaps something you've manifested with the Imagine card there. What have I got at the top of the deck? Flexible and by the book. If you can see those cards, I don't know if I was showing them correctly. With the flexible card, if I show you that again, you can see the person is deep rooted on this egg, something that they've created. They're planted down. And although they bend, they're not they're not coming off. So there is some give, but not complete. And I kind of get that with you, Sag. You're kind of maybe perhaps sticking to your guns and thinking, this is the way I've always done things, or this is the way I've always encountered, or who I've always encountered. I don't really want to change that. But I do sense that you question that. Perhaps, are you making the right choices? Because if you want a different approach, you want a different outcome, you've got to try something different, haven't you? And what's popping into my mind is, I watched the film yesterday, maybe you've seen this could be relevant. It's called Something New, with, I don't know how to pronounce the actress's name, Sanaa Lathan and Simon Baker. And to paraphrase, she's a black woman, and she kind of had in her head that she would always end up with a black man as her husband, but she falls in love with a white man. And eventually they fall in love and they get married. So I don't know if this is something that may be correlating with you, Sag. Perhaps you always had in your head, I've always dated this type of person. Take it feminine or masculines, yeah? Whatever resonates. you've always dated this type. This doesn't have to do with race. It could be, I've always dated businessmen. I've always dated sportsmen. I've always dated glamour girls. Do you know what I'm saying? I've always had that type. But then someone comes in completely new. It's not your usual type, quote unquote. But perhaps there's a reason for that, because how's it been panning out with your usual type? Has it not been panning out well? So maybe it's time to try something new. And I think there's something new, because you're not familiar, you're not used to, it's kind of making you slightly insecure and question yourself. And you kind of don't want to do it. It makes me think of last year I did a pottery class. And it was completely new. I just thought, let me try it out. And it was not what I was expecting. I'll tell you that. When you see it on the TV, it looks easy, and I'm someone who's quite used to picking things up quickly. And so because I couldn't really pick it up quickly, I did the best I could. I didn't want to do it, but I was like, no, come on. You've started, you've got to finish, you've paid for the course. And I'm glad I did, because at the end result, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't what I expected to achieve from the course. I think my expectations were too high, but I got something out of it. And I felt accomplished that I went the whole hog. And I got to the end. And I wasn't the best potter, but now I can say I did it. And I may do it in the future again, once I've got over the last occasion of it. But you got to try things to know what you like and what you don't like, and to be dismissive straight away and be like, oh, I'm going to quit. And it was funny because some people, they did try the course and they did quit because they were like, this is too difficult. I don't want to do this. It's not easy. Nothing in life worth doing is really ever easy. And if it is, it's not long lasting, is it? So let's read over the details of building blocks in reverse, because that is a protection message. So let's have a look. So that's a protection message. So now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed and it is time to strengthen your convictions and let go of things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. I think that kind of says what I've been talking about in this reading, Sag. Like, if you want something new, if you've had a change of heart, you've got to try it. And you can't just give up in the first sitting, the first date. Perhaps you don't feel that je ne sais quoi, or that spice, that chemistry. But in previous times when you did feel that, you just entered into a lustful relationship with no meaning. It was mainly sex, and it wasn't what you were looking for, which was something grounded. Perhaps as well, you know that the relationship you're in or the circumstance you're in is not on stable ground. It's giving me tower energy. It's crumbling. You feel the vibes. You know it's breaking down. Perhaps you're in a relationship and you've decided you've reached the end of the road. You're not getting on, squabbling, shit like that. And you want peace. You want peace in your life. You don't want to continue down this road. You don't want things to get worse than they are. And you're thinking things through. You're thinking through your options. Do you want another round of this? You want another cycle? Even though you know It's not right. You don't want, things have changed. You've changed. You've realized the errors of your ways, and you think, I need to start making better decisions for myself. I need to be picking better people, better opportunities for myself if I want this so-called peace. We've got this 44, and fours are all about grounded, on all fours, the Four of Wands. This is the opposite of that. The building's in disarray. Perhaps you're thinking about how you can establish this new grounded position, this new grounded relationship. Or this could be within yourself. You're deciding, I don't want to be that chaotic person. Perhaps you are taking a hard look at yourself, Sag, and you're thinking, the common denominator is me. Every time I get into a relationship with someone that, they're calm, they're peaceful, they're nice. But I fuck it up. I create all this drama. I'm the toxic one. I need to think and take some time and take a break before I move into a new cycle. I don't want this constant cycle of drama. I don't want this constant cycle of drama. I don't want to be the one that ruins things. I don't want to be the one that hurts other people all the time. So you're taking stock. You're taking a look within. This could be a spiritual awakening for you, Sag. And you're deciding, I need to turn over a new leaf. I need to do something new. I need to make a change. I'm here. Gotta make a change. I applaud you, Sag, for taking responsibility and accountability, because a lot of people don't. But keep going. One foot in front of the other. Don't run before you can walk. So this is the reading, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. And if it resonated for you, please give the reading a like. Please share it. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you in the next reading.